What's up, guys? We are live. Welcome back to the Ange TV show, guys. Today, I have another very special guest for you guys. I can't wait to bring her out. She is a mommy lifestyle YouTuber. She studied holistic health and nutrition. She's, like I said, a mom. She's amazing. She's a friend of mine. Guys, before I bring her on, though, I just want to remind you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you are new here or you're part of Jessica Myrose's camp. What's up, Jessica Myrose?
Hey, Ange.
How are you, Jessica? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, Antonia is in the building. What's up, Antonia from Facebook? Nice to see you. Mommy Maine is in the building. So I'm assuming she's one of your followers, Jessica.
Yeah, she's a good friend of mine too. Yeah.
Nice. What's up, Mommy Maine? I see Raul is in the building. He said he made a story for Jessica. She was really happy to come on the show. I'm really happy that she's here. Mommy's giving a little clap over there, support. It's always nice to see. So the burning question, Jessica, who exactly is Jessica Myrose?
All right. Well, Jessica Myrose is a mom, a wife, all the titles, all the above. I just is someone that is really caring, love servicing, love making people happy, and I'm like a people person, people pleaser.
Yeah.
And just enjoying, being an extrovert. I can be an introvert. Like right now, I'm feeling a little bit kind of uneasy, but other than that, loving my family. Family time is just the most wonderful thing for me. And just traveling. We enjoy traveling as well.
Really? Where do you like to travel, Jessica?
We recently got an RV since all the pandemic happened. And we got an RV, and so we decided to do a lot of camping because you couldn't go to places, you couldn't stay in places. So I figure we need to get out one way or another. And so since last year, we actually got this RV, and we've been camping like almost one time every month. Making it as a really, just now with the holidays and just the colder weather, we have stopped. But it's something that the kids have been loving. I do a lot of these vlogs and
nice
type of videos for my channel as well.
So you get content from the camping. Amazing. Like, what type of stuff do you do when you go camping? Like, I'm curious. Do you do bonfires? Like,
yeah. So with little kids, it's really hard. So there's the family time, and then because we have a very strict schedule, we have the kids go to sleep in the RV, and then they can just go and just have quiet time, and then it's the adult time.
Exactly.
So we go out of the RV and just keep an eye on the kids, do the fire pit, have a drink or two, just hang out, listen to music. We do have like some like board games and things like that.
Sounds like fun, Jessica. Seriously, I've never personally been camping, but wow, you bought an RV. If I had the money, I would definitely buy an RV. Like I said, I've never tried camping. I should definitely go and try it. I think there's a lot of content you could get out of that, Jessica, as content creators, wow, I would definitely
one of the things that we actually do, because as we are discovering new places, and we just have, so we live in Arizona in the US, and since we have been just discovering different camping places here in the state, and you just research, and I actually have found many YouTubers just finding what the view is for this campground, or how different things that you should have as a camper and all that stuff. So it's fun to just.
It must be really hot in Arizona, right? Like, what's the average weather there? The temperature
right now? It's cold. I mean, it's actually colder in the morning and kind of, well, for you probably.
Yeah, here it's cold. Here it's very cold, guys. We're in Canada here, Montreal, Canada, to be exact, guys. And it's incredible that we're connecting. You're all the way from Arizona. They see that Arizona is like a desert type of place, right? Like with cactuses and stuff.
Well, yeah. So we have talked about this a lot over on my channel because it gets to snow at some point sometimes. It gets really cold, freezing cold that I have to cover. I do a lot of gardening, so I have to cover my plants so they don't freeze.
Wow.
So there are some cold weather, but when we get too hot, we get too hot. We don't mess around. And it's only like maybe 3-4 months, and then the rain comes.
Okay.
What we call monsoon.
We Are the Westerners are in the building, guys. What's up, We Are the Westerners? They said that summer is really hot in Arizona. It must be like almost like similar to Dallas or stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. Actually, We Are the Westerners. She's actually in Arizona too.
Interesting. It's a very, very. I remember that name, We're the Westerners. I'm not sure if they're subscribed, but I'm pretty sure I talked to We're the Westerners. It's on YouTube. It's a very familiar name. That's interesting. So how did this all like convert into you becoming a vlogger? I guess if you want to call it full time, but a committed vlogger. What made you start wanting to vlog things? Because not everybody wants to vlog the things that they do in their lives, right? So, but I noticed the internet, people generally like to personalize with people, get personal with people. So why did you decide to start vlogging?
Well, I think that's a very relatable subject. Vlogging your life, although I try to kind of minimize certain things because there are some scammers and there are, crazy people out there, and you're putting yourself out there. So at first, when I first started, I was like, yes, let me, get out there. And once I started getting more traction and people started like following more, I started like, okay, maybe I should like be more reserved in certain way. But being relatable, being able to stay connected with your audience, that's important. So that's something that really caught my eye and my attention from other people that I have watched. As I started, it was when I was pregnant with my first son, and all I wanted to know is like, what does it look like to be a mom? Because obviously I had no idea. So by then it was like, pregnancy updates and knowing what was happening there and knowing what is going to be, what struggles I'm going to be having. So part of all that, it was just kind of feel what might be happening in my life later on, or maybe, be relatable that way.
Exactly. And there's so many people that hear that they're saying, I love your vlogs. I love catching up with you. Like, you always give us content like when we want, whatever. You keep us happy. You keep us tuning in, and you're very relatable. Like you said, like, pregnancy, being a mother, cleaning the house, cooking, all these little things are so relatable on YouTube. And it goes beyond your viewers. It goes into the algorithm loves it. They love these type of topics because you help people. You love to help people, Jessica. So it's great for you.
Yeah, that's one of the other things I wanted to say, that just beyond being relatable, all the things that I do, it's not to show the pettiness or the roughness of our lives, because we all have it. And I don't want to avoid it, of course, but I want to be able to embrace the positivity. It's kind of like when you're having a bad day, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling really rough. And then you go to someone and talk about all this, and then the other person comes and tells you, oh my God, life is horrible, this is awful, and all this. You're just feeding into each other.
So for you, it's like a diary almost, YouTube, right?
Yeah, it's just able to kind of just bring all the positivity and kind of embrace each other and help each other flourish that way.
Interesting. So tell us about the first YouTube video, Jessica. I mean, I always talk about my first YouTube video. It was when the pandemic started. That's when I started YouTube. And what's interesting is that, Jessica, you actually started way before me, maybe at least 2 to 3 years before me. That's interesting. In 2017, you started. You had your first video.
Yeah.
I don't know how you filmed it, if it was on an iPhone 5 or something like that.
Awful.
It was no, but it's good to look back at your first video and say, "Oh my God, it's incredible how far you came." Like you could even tell you were nervous, like you didn't know like how to act on camera and everything, but it was like so genuine, and like I guess people go back and look at it and say, "Oh my God, like it's incredible." This is where it all started. Like that's your rookie video. That's your first ever video.
Yeah, and that's why I don't delete it, because that's history. That's where you all started, and we all started, and that's just the rawness of this whole YouTube journey. We never came to this world to know how to be parents or know how to do YouTube or how to edit. So we just like learn as we go and just kind of experience what is happening at the time. And I have no idea what I was doing. Truthfully, I didn't know what was money, getting monetized or being able to make money out of YouTube or anything. I have no clue. I was just like making, fun videos and just like living my life.
It's funny because you have a community here and they know each other too, which is pretty cool. There's Coffee and Wine. I like that name. Says, "Hi, love."
Yeah, that's Ange, and there's
Arizona. She says you're so cute. Arizona Living Matthew says you're so cute.
She's my sister.
Oh, that's your sister. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, and she has a YouTube channel too. Yeah.
Really? What's the YouTube channel about?
Same lifestyle, motherhood, traveling, and cooking videos, motivation, all kinds of stuff.
Nice. Hey. Oh, what's your dog's name, Jessica?
We have 3.
3?
Yeah, one is Fendi, Ruffy, and Sky.
Okay, do you share a lot of, like, do you show your dog and you talk about your dog with the viewers?
Oh yeah, they're part of my life, so they're as you can tell, they make themselves very noticeable. Hey, Ruffy. Sorry.
I had a dog, Jessica. It was such a blessing to have a dog. God bless its soul. It passed away. It was 16 years old. But you have a dog, and that's your dog, and you say like, I don't know if I'd ever get another dog. You know what I mean?
Oh man, yeah.
That was my dog.
I have 3, and one of them it was it was my husband's, and we both had one dog each other. So like we kind of shared the responsibility between the 2 dogs, and that was one of my first dogs too. So I can't even imagine the loss of a dog. It's so sad.
Coffee and Wine said, yes, we're all a big group of moms who are here for one another to support each other through this journey of motherhood. Wow, it's incredible. I'm moved. I'm seriously moved.
Oh, I love that, Ash. Good job. Yes.
Wow, seriously, guys.
Thank you for being here.
I'm moved. I'm so sorry to hear about that. It's okay, Mommy Main. But you guys, it's incredible, the power of like the internet and everything. It's like, like I said, I'm moved for sure. Definitely moved about that. I want to know, Jessica, like obviously one day I will be a father. Who knows? Maybe sometime soon. But I want to know, describe me a day in the life of you as a mother.
As a mother. First coffee, then we'll talk.
Yeah.
And then, I think it's just an early day, being able to kind of wake up and manage the kids while they're waking up, and you're kind of half awake, and just go on to the day. You never know. As a mother, you never know what's going to bring the day, because you might have a good day. The kids might not have a good day. Or you might not have a good day and the kids might have a blast. So it just depends. You just kind of meet in between. Everything is just whatever the day brings. It can be cleaning, it can be cooking, it can be running errands with the kids, discipline, keeping the kids busy and entertained. There's just so many things that happen in a mother's life that it's like a whole package.
Jessica, it's interesting. Like I just moved in with my girlfriend, right? And right now it's like it's getting used to like living with my parents. Like everything was done. I'll be very honest with you. The cooking, the cleaning. No, I'm serious. Like everything was done. And then when now it's like you're experiencing that big change. That big change of you have to do everything, right? Like around the house is that. So that's one part. And then there's when you get a child. That's another adjustment.
Yeah.
Right?
every change in life, like from when you move out of your parents, well, in this case, you move to with your girlfriend. So it's a big transition, adjusting into like your own schedule and her schedule. It's combining that and sharing stuff. Some people even share toothbrushes. I don't do that.
Oh my god.
I don't do that, but it's
Yeah.
just like some other people might just share the towel, and I don't know. It's just like you kind of learn how to navigate the system in between
Yeah.
that, and then but that's good that you're having
Yeah.
that training mode and eventually kind of adjusting to having
Yeah.
kids. Who knows?
I just want to say, Antonia said, "Is there any single moms in the building? If there are any single moms in the building, please make yourself known." I believe Antonia is a single mother, so it'd be interesting for her to connect with other single mothers. So, guys, if there are any single mothers in the house, please shout out. Also, what else did we see over here? Haha, I struggle as a person. Shout out to the strugglers who aren't mothers yet. Interesting. Yes,
Yes.
very interesting, Brittany. But it's definitely a memorable moment. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I love this interactive interview. Thank you very much, Arizona Living Mafi. Heart and Apron Jack Day is in the building. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Jackie.
It says, "Hey, Charmaine." Interesting. Guys, we have plenty more interesting questions, so hang on to your shoes here.
So as far as like saying, yeah, struggle, there's always gonna be struggles, no matter if
Yeah.
you're a mother or not. But it brings it up to a different level. Not dismissing anyone. I think that we all go through struggles in life. Being a mother, not a mother, just even
Yeah.
personally, emotionally, you can go through ups and downs even throughout the day. So
Yeah.
just being able to I always do this in my channel. I feel like
Yeah.
encouraging like self-care and being able to encourage kind of, I don't know, just being able to take care of yourself, because struggles are gonna be there no
Yeah.
matter
You know
what.
what though, Jessica? What I'm seeing here is like there's a lot of demand for your live content. That's what I'm getting from this the chat right here. A lot of people say, "Hey, here tuning in for Jessica. Hi for Jessica." They're very happy at your content. They would love to just talk to you on a personal level. You know what I mean? Like in the chat. Are you into a lot of live videos, or is it something
I
you're starting up?
started to. Actually, you're one of the person that motivate me, as well as Mommy Main. She has been doing some lives. She was here, but
Yeah.
it's so interesting that yeah, it is awesome, but it's also nerve wracking. Like when you're like two people, it gets
Yeah.
better because then you kind of have a conversation back and forth. But then
Yeah.
if you're by yourself on the screen, it's kind of like you're talking to yourself this whole time, and it gets tiring.
Yeah. So Coffee and Wine said, "I don't know what I would do without my YouTube community of moms." Imagine that. I wish I would have had them sooner. I've definitely made lifelong friends here. Wow. You're going to make me cry,
Yeah.
Coffee and Wine.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
love when Jess does lives. You see, I told you, you should definitely have something, maybe every once in a while. It would be really cool to have that. Brittany, Beautiful Chaos says, "I agree, Coffee and Wine."
Yeah.
Charmaine, it's amazing at lives for sure. And Life with Tammy says, "Oh yes, I love Jessica's videos. So relatable." Of course, like anybody would type something on YouTube and it would bring you to Jessica's channel. And the next thing I wanted to ask you has been on the screen for a while. You studied holistic health, right, and nutrition.
Yeah.
For the people that don't know what it is, what exactly is it, Jessica?
So the word holistic, it's a word to complete and to see things as a whole. There's medicine, and it can be Eastern medicine or Western medicine. So for the holistic health, it's
Yeah.
the whole. So you see the human, you try to see the root of the issue. So for example, if you have problems with your gut health, or you have problems feeling really tired, well, you can either go to the doctor and find a medicine that maybe put a patch on that, or
Okay.
find the main root. What is the main cause of these? Maybe you're not sleeping well, maybe there's something that you need to modify to be able to sleep better, or what is it, just different things, different factors that you see as a whole that you can see that and part of the holistic health. And the nutrition is also same thing, just see the whole foods. I mean, I actually did a challenge with Vanessa. She is actually here.
With who? With Vanessa? Okay.
Vanessa Beauty. Yeah. So we did a challenge for Whole30, and my puppy's here, like wants attention. So we did a Whole30 challenge, and it was really interesting. It was good because we were eating really healthy meals, really whole, and it felt good. It was kind of a challenge at first because we were avoiding sugars, we were avoiding certain things that we really crave,
and that's hard to do, to get cut out sugar.
It was so hard. But yeah, nothing is perfect in this world, even though if I talk about it all like nice and cute and it might sound really good, but in reality it's hard.
It is.
And it's a challenge. So it's just trying to keep the best that you can.
Absolutely.
With all those situations.
Andre has a comment. He says, in Ukraine, if unhealthy, eat borscht and drink pickle juice and will be healthy and strong. He's really funny. He's a bit sarcastic, Andre, but that's what he's saying. He's saying that he drinks pickle juice. Apparently it's good for you. Brittany says, I love holistic healing and frequency music. What do you feel about frequency music? Now, it's interesting that Brittany said that, okay? Because I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you have heard of the Astroworld incident. And there was a certain frequency that got everybody nauseated. You know what I mean? So I do believe that there's frequency in music that like it mitigates your behaviors. You know what I mean? Like it affects you. Like it's interesting that Brittany was saying that. But I guess there's a frequency of music that could be very helpful to you as well, right?
Yeah, it's just like meditation and all those things that you can get you into a very soothing space, or screaming kids in the back of my ear that will also be really bad. In a bad mood.
Yeah, and you know what? I just want to say this before I read Vanessa's comment. You know, somebody told me this, right? Like I was sitting with two other friends, and all three of us take medication for anxiety, right? Either anxiety or depression, one of the two. So one of my friends said, he goes, now we're in the century of anxiety, and it's like the century of depression. You know what I mean? That's what it is with social media, all the stresses and everything. He's absolutely right, because I'm like, oh yeah, we all take this medication. So it's like, how do we lower? We're constantly trying to figure out how do we bring down the stress, the heart rate, and everything. You know, Vanessa said some peppermint and chamomile is good for you. I agree. 100%.
Especially at night and for headaches, stress headaches and all that stuff. I'm a big believer on essential oils, so I love essential oils. The other thing I was gonna say, just that as anxiety and depression, all those things are, and definitely with the pandemic, all of those things went to the roof. I actually work part-time as well, and I work in the nutrition area and health area. So we have seen tons of people with anxiety, with depression, and also just stress in general, because they don't know what's happening or what's going to happen. So it brings a lot of anxiety on people.
Yeah, for sure. Vanessa said, step by step, slowly but surely is the best way. Arizona said, music is so strong, like magic, that can do amazing things or bring the bad, like at the show. I agree. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
We were just discussing that, and, they've been doing this like all along. Like all the concerts we go to in music, there's always like subliminal messaging, it's just, and finally people are talking about it. That's what I like though. Brittany's saying, I struggle with anxiety and depression as well, so I can relate to that. Absolutely. I mean, we all, to some level, get bothered by something. She said, I agree. Yeah, exactly. So the next question I have for you, Jessica, how do you come up with all these amazing video ideas?
Well, it's some of it because I have already, collaborate with certain people. We kind of elaborate on, creative stuff and ideas like that. The other factor is some brands that I work with. For example, the video I had earlier today, it was a brand, and I have a lot of fun actually doing hauls, like clothing hauls.
Yeah.
Like a fashion show. Actually, when I was a little kid, one of my sisters was a model, and she invited me at certain, shows and stuff like that. So I kind of like, it brings me back to that, like start modeling, things like that. So some of it
Nice.
is like brand related. Some of it is just what's happening in my life.
Yeah.
Like these holidays, decorations and festivities and just the holiday spirit. And this is one of my favorite, absolute favorite time of the year.
So you're gonna do Vlogmas?
No.
Why
I don't know
not?
if I can pull that off. It's too intense. I can barely do 2 videos a week, and I have committed to that for a little while already. So I am going to do Christmas and holiday content like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, kudos to the people who have done Vlogmas. It's incredible, but I don't know if I can do it.
Yeah,
None of
it's
it,
it's
at
a
least.
lot of you need to be committed, really, really committed for that. But I want to know from everyone though, like, what do you enjoy on YouTube the most? Do you like vlogging the most? I'm curious, guys, in the chat. What do you guys like better? Do you like when it's a vlog, like a personal vlog? What type of videos do you really, really enjoy on YouTube? I would love to hear from you guys for sure. We Are the Westerner says, I feel social media has definitely a big impact on one's anxiety and depression. Absolutely. You know why, Jessica and everybody? Because the thing is, you see things that you can't get. You understand?
Yep.
We're constantly like comparing each other. We're comparing each other.
Yeah.
We're saying I was at this place and you weren't. Like it's a constant battle.
Yeah.
I think like Instagram is probably one of the worst. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be honest with you.
it's really difficult. I
Yeah.
feel like maybe not it's really hard because if you're having a rough day or a rough time, and for example there's cases of COVID popping here left and right. So, and if you're like at home, staying in your little circle, and it's really hard to come out, and you see all these events or fancy things, and the clothing that she's wearing, the things, the car that she's driving, or the things that they're doing, and it's really hard not to compare yourself. But at the same time, just be happy for them. Whatever is going on in their lives, be happy for them, and eventually you get there. There's no
Yeah.
rush. There's no really minimum of when might that happen to you, but just staying positive, it's, for me, has been my main key, because I don't wish any bad on people. I always feel really happy when I see people happy,
Yeah.
so it makes me happy, even though I'm like maybe sick or feeling like crap. So
Yeah, and you know what, Jessica? First of all, a lot of the answers are they like vlogs, a lifestyle. Mommy Main said, I love vlogs, cleaning, motivation, DIT, do it yourself, right? Is that what it is? DI, or is it
day
some?
day in today's
Oh,
life.
day in the life, day in the life.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so that's interesting. So like anybody could just start YouTube and just write and make a day in the life video, and it's gonna attract a lot of people because it's a popular thing on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I think people like talking about comparing yourself. Yeah, they like to see the difference too. They like to see how your life is different from their life, and what they do differently, and what goes on in other people's life. I think it's part of our I don't know, our society.
Yeah. Vanessa said to me, maybe Facebook is one that gives me more of anxiety and just a downer. I noticed something though, Jessica, like especially for like I would say like Facebook, we could say I don't know if it's the same in your area, but it's usually around 40 and over Facebook. Like the older generation is on Facebook because they never left Facebook to go on Instagram. And I noticed there's a lot of people they argue on Facebook. It's just like you could put a post and someone's going to say, "Oh, but no, that's not true," or "No, that's not exactly like that," or but it could be
Yeah.
something that you put up, like let's say a YouTube video, and it's really like you're trying to catch attention. It's hilarious though. The fights that happen on Facebook, it's like it's
They
beyond me.
do. They do get very intense. And you know what? Ever since I started going into Instagram, I was like 100% Facebook. I was like not into it, Instagram whatsoever. I was like, what is this? It's just pictures. Like it doesn't. But then also the
But then you
real.
get used to it and you understand why people. Okay,
Yeah.
what people need to understand, right, is that there could be people that like Facebook, there could be people that like TikTok, there could be. You have to put on content on those platforms based on what's popular there, the way people like to a TikTok is a shorter video, right? So you're gonna do something a bit more clever and a bit more dramatic, right?
Yeah, for sure.
YouTube is something you're gonna make a bit longer, and there's gonna be more like fluff to it. There's gonna be more meat in it. You understand? So that's what you have to understand. Instagram is a good way to advertise, right? There's stories, there's posts, there's live videos. You could do like live interviews as well. So it's all about how you use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Instagram, it's a lot of like my memories as family. It's my what I do with YouTube and social media is basically just posting about my family, my adventures, my projects as far as YouTube and all that stuff. So and have fun with it. Really, I do a lot of like stupid and funny reels that people do them all the time, but it's just fun, and it kind of makes your day go lighter.
I wanna answer Puke. How are you, Puke? Oui, je parle français. On vient de Montréal ici. Yes, I do talk French. Oh my girls, I learn tips every single time and gives me such a happy moment. Antonio said people talk dirty and always criticize, of course.
Yeah.
Brittany loves Instagram. I've never had Facebook. Really, that's interesting.
Wow.
But it's not out of the ordinary because I don't know Brittany's age, but the thing is, like Facebook, when I grew up, I was maybe 14 years old, I think, 13 years old when Facebook started. So I got on the Facebook boat. It was the first social media. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we had MSN and everything, but it was the first social media where we post things and we keep things. There was MySpace, but it wasn't my time, MySpace.
I think
I didn't like MySpace,
I remember MySpace. Oh,
Vanessa said, I'm 45 and it's definitely not for me. Absolutely. Brittany says, oui, parler français un peu, mais je n'ai pas écrit en français. Je suis canadien. Really? That's interesting.
All right, vamos a empezar a hablar español, por favor.
Coffee said, my YouTube friends had to teach me how to use Instagram. Wow, that's hilarious. Facebook is definitely more drama. Yeah. Yep. But I'm going to go along with the questions, guys, over here. So how do you balance everything? Kids, YouTube, your community, Instagram?
Well, first, I think I really got lucky in having an amazing partner. Like right now, they went out of the house to Target, so they're having fun. Yeah, they went to Target and just being able to have an amazing partner. I don't think I could have done it without him. His support, his commitment, and being able to split things. We really are a team. Like we work with the kids when they need to be disciplined, and just have a kind of an idea of what's going to happen on your day, because like I said, you never know what's going to come down at the end of the day, but having a kind of an understanding what you want to accomplish, but not punishing yourself if you don't get it done, because like I said, you never know what's going to bring the day. And just kind of try to make goals for yourself, short goals, long-term goals. It's really helpful in just staying focused. When the kids nap, I try to stay as productive as possible, editing videos or making videos, cleaning the house, doing the laundry, or all in between, a mixture of both.
So making a video is like almost a bit of like a break from what's going on in the house, right? Like it's a bit of like my time, me time, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I really enjoy the editing part. I know that sometimes it can be challenging, but I finally feel like I have like my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And it's always learning, which I love. Like you always are learning something new on how to edit this or how to make it different and things.
Antonia would like to know how old your kids are.
I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. So 2.5-year-old and he just
okay, so they're still very young. Interesting.
Yeah.
Brittany says she loves Spanish. Bien sûr qu'on parle le français, mais elle vit aux États-Unis. Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised that there's
languages here.
Yeah, because we're like in Canada, like there's obviously we speak French and English. Some of us talk Italian, a lot of Italian. Spanish, it's a bit more in the United States than Canada, but some of us know Spanish, right? Especially someone Italian like me.
Italian, yeah.
Very close. Yeah, español.
Yeah, I have a friend when I used to live in California. She's Italian, and she will talk to me. Same with Portuguese. Like they'll talk to me in their language, and get
Mhm.
the hands of the idea of what they're saying. So
Yeah.
I think
So,
it's
what's your biggest motivation to keep making these videos and to do anything in life? Is there something that you're doing this for? Somebody, something?
Yeah, one, I think it's a way to connect with people, a way to embrace each other and create positivity. Because I feel, especially nowadays, we have so much negativity lingering around, so much
Yeah.
criticism, and so much, bringing people down and criticizing each other, and just so much, like we were saying, anxiety,
Hmm.
stress, depression, all these things. So my goal is to be able to bring all the positivity into a community and provide that and help each other, lift each other up, as well as being able to, on the other side of my YouTube, that I
Uh,
do kind of like lifestyle or vlogs and family adventures, things like that.
yeah.
I like to do those videos for me as memories, because it's nice to look back and see all those, all those adventures that we have done, and also help other people to get ideas, inspire others, motivate others to do certain things. I do see that when I was like, pregnant and seeing other YouTubers, I was
Yeah.
like, wow, that looks really cool. That looks really neat. It kind of really does inspire you to do certain
Wow.
things in your life to pump you up. And instead of sitting on the couch
Hmm.
scrolling or whatever you're doing, just get up and start doing
Your
something
own
around the
stuff.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you stay so organized? I see that you're like your laundry room is so organized. Like you do videos all the time about it. How do you do that? For people that are trying to get organized, like how do you do it?
Oh gosh, I try my best to. Definitely it goes in waves. Right now I'm really trying to stay on track and stay organized for my peace of mind and just staying consistent. Because it's really hard to kind of slow down and just like, I at least for me, I feel like if I just lay back and just see things pass, I will lose control, and things will be a mess. So I think just being able to stay on track, visualize things. That's why I do my schedules and things like that, because it really helps me, and hopefully helps my viewers to kind of visualize what's coming, maybe get them
You
more.
answered my question. It's hilarious. I was going to ask you, what is the benefit of a YouTube content schedule? And honestly, I was impressed. When I saw it, I was like, she actually took the time to show like a menu of what you're going to see this week. It's.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really good. For me, it helps
Mhm.
me. I'm always like going back to my calendar, and I have a calendar in the house to kind of look, oh, what was gonna be on that? But I'm like really visual on my phone, and I'm on
Yeah.
the phone all the time. So it helps me kind of say, okay, this is what we have, and this is what's coming. And then
Yeah.
also for my viewers, because they kind of get an idea, they get kind of the in part of what's gonna be coming, and
Okay.
the
Interesting.
engagement part.
Nice. And I saw that you do giveaways. So, what are these giveaways about and what can you win?
Well, I just did my first giveaway, like official giveaway. I did one on Instagram. Part of a brand invited me to do this giveaway, but my first giveaway was because I reached 3,000 subscribers,
Okay.
and I was really excited, and I really appreciate everyone's support and being able to share that with people. It's probably just was a way to kind of, you know it's really hard not to want to give a prize to everyone for being here and for being so supportive. But it was really fun to be able to create that.
Wow, interesting. Antonia says, "Do you ever get tired and just let go, want to relax without doing anything?" Like
Yeah.
what's a good example? Like, as a content creator, is there ever days you're just like, "Oh my god, do I really have to do this?" Do you get that in your head, Jessica?
Yes, absolutely. And it was funny because I was just talking to my sister. And just a funny story that we kind of read each other's minds sometimes. Like we have said things, and you're like, oh, I was just thinking about that the other day. And, funny things like that. But one of the things that I have said is like, it's being a mom and just being the things that because I do work part-time and I do YouTube.
Yeah.
So all these things in the house and being a wife and taking care of,
Yeah.
cleaning, like you can't let these things go.
Absolutely. You know what I do, guys? Like, I have so many things to do in the day. I have people to answer. Like, meanwhile, I'm getting the clothes from upstairs that have to be washed, going and put them on like the rack. There's just like you have to multitask. I think that's the word.
Yeah,
Or else,
constantly.
Antonia said, I also mean mentally tired. I'm sure you do get mentally tired
Puppy.
for sure.
Yes, very, very. It's like it's a one of those days. My dream and my best vacation will be when I can't just have my PJs all day long and sit down on the couch, watch movies, and drink wine and just relax for a whole day and not be bothered and have to think about what I'm gonna have to do next.
Yeah, Vanessa said you cannot let those go. Absolutely, multitasking. Absolutely, yeah. Life with Tammy says I found cleaning channels by accident one day, and ever since I've been obsessed so much. Okay, that's really interesting. Like most people are like, oh, I don't want to clean. Don't worry about the bargain. It's okay, just. But I'm saying most people don't want to clean, right? And then Life with Tammy is saying that she found the channel about cleaning by accident. She's obsessed with. I can't believe people could be obsessed with cleaning. You know what I mean? That's cool. I'm learning
Yeah,
something here.
it's amazing. It's really is inspiring, like how speed cleaning, it's silly to say and just awkward to understand where is the satisfaction on that. But it really is kind of like you're like, oh my God, it's getting it done so fast and it's looking so good. Like it makes you, get started on your own too.
Yeah, she says I enjoy cleaning videos so much that I started my own channel. Really? Wow, that's so cool. I love my girls, all about organizing, cleaning, motivation, some good stuff out of my content. I will definitely check it out, Vanessa. That's for sure. Antonia says yes, OCD on cleaning here. So she has OCD cleaning. That's really interesting. Shannon Watts. Oh my God, the Shannon Watts case. Do you guys remember that? Obsessed with her house, and someone commented, "I love watching your house. Reminds me of Brianna K." And then boom. Okay, interesting. That was a really good show, though. What was it called with the Shannon Watts? I can't remember. What was it called?
I don't know.
Something Next Door or The Family. I don't remember what it was called, but that was a really good one. That was really obviously it was a sick story, but it was a good one. Obsessed.
Oh,
There'd
has
be a lot of
anyone watched the what's it called? The Marie Kondo Netflix show? Have you watched it, Ange?
Which one?
Marie Kondo.
Mary Kondo. What is that about?
The tidying up, what brings like sparkles, not sparkles, brings joy to your life. It's like it's a show on Netflix, and it's basically you just do. She has a concept of cleaning and organizing. I love that show. I like went through it like water.
Okay,
But
I have to watch it then.
it's so interesting.
Really, what is it called again? So I can write
Mary
it down.
Kondo is her name.
Mary Kondo. Okay,
Yeah,
for
with a
sure.
K.
We'll check that out for sure. Let's see over here. What's
Oh yeah,
chirping?
it's like Life with Joy. She just put it.
Yeah, Organized with Joy said she did watch it. It's real true
Oh yeah.
crime. Okay, professional organization. Mary Kondo. Okay, I think that rings a bell. Definitely. Netflix read it like 2 years ago. Okay, yeah. Okay, definitely gonna check out that show. 100%. Now, Jessica, everybody loves you. Most people love you. But how do you deal with the hate and the criticism and or maybe it's like something like you think that you're not like. How do you deal with people that criticize you? Do you get criticism first of all?
Yes. I feel like as you get out there on YouTube and you get yourself exposed on social media, you really get you know, you open that door of criticism and hate and just being kind of not very kind. And I think it's just a matter of staying strong, accepting that that's going to
Mhm.
happen once you come out, and expose yourself as this type of person. That's going to happen, but there's also a lot of positive feedback, a lot of positive people out there, supporters and stuff. So I try to focus on that mostly.
Interesting.
I really don't open too much a door to all these things unless it's constructive criticism, things
Yeah.
that I can do better. For sure we can always improve, and I think I have made a lot of mistakes. I mean, like we were talking about from my first video on YouTube.
Yeah. Criticism undoubtedly just helps you. Like it's just like sometimes people could be a bit mean, whatever, but at the end of the day, it helps you. You know what I mean? It says, okay, well, that's something I could tweak, right? Like every
Yeah,
every every episode, every video you upload, there's always something you could do a bit better. Whether it's the intro, the outro, where you put your hand, whatever. The positives override the negatives. Absolutely. Brittany said something really amazing. She said, "If you're getting hate, you're doing something right." Yeah, absolutely. I have yet to get a bad comment, just dislikes, and that's how. But sometimes you get dislikes, guys. It's just jealousy, guys. Envy, jealousy.
that's what I was
It
gonna
could
say
be
too.
somebody
There's
that
gonna
made a
be a lot of
video.
jealousy.
It's kind of annoying, this dislike button. Like I find like YouTube just get rid of it. It's really annoying,
Yeah,
because you can
very,
tell it's the
very
same
true.
person doing like bot dislikes, and that's where it gets really annoying.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Look, when I have guests on, I don't even show the likes anymore because of all the trolls and like all the stupidities and the hate and whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I mean,
it's
it,
not
it, it
worth
is what
it.
it is. But as I said, criticism is definitely something that we have to just say thank you. They want is probably to use your advice to help someone. Yeah, and sometimes they're just unhappy with their own stuff and they wanna be you. Some people, let's be honest, they wanna be you, right? Just let it be. I like the song. I know not everyone is going to be receptive to my channel content, but I also know for everyone person who doesn't like it, there's something else who will. That's right. You have to find people that are interested in your content genuinely, right? I mean, if they subscribe, there's usually a reason. By the way, Vanessa was asking, "Is this what your channel is about?" Yes, my channel is basically in two different categories. One is the podcast aspect, so I interview YouTubers, singers, musicians, anybody. It could literally be anybody could come in the show and we could have a great conversation. And then I have the mysteries. So I did episodes about the Loch Ness monster. I did episodes about ghosts. I did episodes about time travel, things that we don't know. So I also have like a web series about mysteries. You guys should definitely check it out. I have a whole playlist about it. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Jessica Tyler, what's up, Jessica? Said, not everyone will like it, but that's okay. There's people that will. Absolutely, absolutely. And sometimes dislikes are not the end of the world too. It shows that somebody actually watched what you're putting
Yeah.
out there, right?
Yeah, and one of the things I want to just say about that is
Yeah.
that there's going to be a lot of haters, a lot of jealousy, a lot of criticism, but the important thing is that you stay focused on what your main goal is and what you want to accomplish,
Hmm.
and don't give too much energy, don't give too much power to all that negativity, because at the end of the day, they are the ones that are going to be end up winning. So that's
Yeah.
kind of my back, what I tell myself in the back of my head.
Yeah.
Unless it's like I said, I mean, we were saying a constructive criticism is always welcome, and I
Mhm.
always kind of keep it very neutral to try
Yeah.
to find out if it's actually constructive or it's just want to
Yeah.
throw
So
trash.
listen, Jessica, you've been on YouTube for now at least 4 years. What
Well,
advice can you give? Sorry, go ahead. You were gonna say something.
it's been 4 years, but truthfully, it's since 2019. I was
Yeah.
actually just throwing videos out there, not knowing what I was doing. But then I kind of became more interested in,
Yeah.
and more, it went on and off. But
Yeah.
probably 2019 was the year that I truthfully,
So basically, in 2017, you were kind of testing the waters. You were still like a bit like exploring YouTube, right? And then
yeah,
you actually became a full time, like a consistent YouTuber in 2019. Very interesting.
yeah,
Actually, I had like a channel back in the days, like when I was a little kid, but it was just uploading music, which was obviously copyright. But no, I never really had a channel till about, like I said, when I started at the start of the pandemic, 2020.
mm,
I started because I did a video about COVID, and from there it just I went into doing rants, and I went to doing reviews, story time, like funny story times. And this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Okay, it's all about just staying on YouTube and just not giving up. You got to adapt with the times. Like the podcasting started when the lockdown started. Everybody was more interested in, they were dying for content and they wanted this type of stuff, right? So I did that, and then I did mysteries, and then I did news, and I've done so many different things. At the end of the day, I'm still here putting up content, right?
Yeah, consistency and just being able to keep moving forward.
Yeah. Brittany said, I got to get going early. Okay, take care, Brittany. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Brittany, for coming.
Vanessa said, the important thing is that you do what you love. Exactly. What I do is what I love, so it's not work for me. That's what I can say for sure. Only keep the energy for your own passion. Yes. Organized with Joy said, yes, love that. Do not give up. Yeah. My last question for you, Jessica. Do you have any upcoming projects for the people that watch you, for the people on YouTube? What can they expect from you? What is your goal in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I think it's just being able to explode YouTube. Just being able to create a more in-depth community, a more in-depth type of content. Right now I'm kind of like testing the waters, just like you were saying, with my schedule, and just kind of keep things organized, and eventually being able to increase the content and increase the topics that I touch base. I really want to focus in self-care and inspiring others and motivating the community, because times right now are not easy for anyone. Mother, not mother, whatever the title you have, it's not easy. And I think the internet and the social media has brought us closer, and we have created this amazing community. So why not embrace it? And I will have actually some brands also that I'm working with. So I'm
really
excited with that as well.
Wow. So there's a lot more to come on Jessica Myrose's YouTube, guys. First of all, I want to thank you very much for coming on. You've been excellent. One of the best guests this season, for sure, Jessica. I'm serious. King Mincy said, yeah, times are not easy for so many people. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you, King. You're right, buddy. And Mommy's giving a round of applause to you, too.
Yeah.
Like I said, you did amazing. Antonia said, keep on keeping on. You rock. I'm really excited to see. And let me tell you, Jessica, and I tell this to you a lot of times, I'm sure, you're one of the fastest growing YouTubers that I see in my circle. I'm not joking. I'm not saying this to look good, whatever. I'm just saying, like, I noticed you. I saw your Instagram. You have about 11,000 followers. That's impressive. Just the way that people can't wait to watch your videos is, to me, like I said, when I see something like it's about to pop, like I can tell. You know what I mean? So good for you. Keep doing it.
I just really want to give a huge shout out. I mean, to my moms, to my community, for showing up. The support, it's unbelievable. It's beyond words and beyond what I feel for all these ladies, and all the support. It's just amazing. And you couldn't even have it anyone here locally, and the fact that we're like cross nation, and you're in Canada and whatnot. It's incredible the amount of support and unity that we could bring just through a screen.
I could literally say that in the 2020s, it's like we're in the time where it's like you have good friends with people you never met. That's what I say. That's the new type of friendship. Something that people would say that's nothing. Who is that person that lives? But at the end of the day, I have better virtual friends than real friends. That's the side part of it. It's crazy.
The new normal, I guess.
Brittany says I'm still here, just making dinner.
Yum.
That's multitasking for sure. Vanessa said self-care. Guys, thank you very much for coming. You guys have been all amazing, very interactive, which is what I like to see. It shows that you have a lot of engagement on your channel. That's amazing. Listen, if you guys know any mysteries, because you guys seem to be mystery lovers, okay? So if you have any ideas for mysteries that I should cover on my The Unknown show, let me know, guys. Drop it in the chat. any mysteries. It could be true crime. Like remember the Hotel Cecil there, stuff like that. Whatever, true crime. It could be mysteries. I'm thinking, guys. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm thinking of doing this week the Travis Scott Astroworld thing. Like basically asking was there demons at the show? Because that's what a lot of people are saying. They're saying that there was a demonic presence. So I was thinking maybe I could cover that. You know what I mean? So that's an interesting thing. And like, I'm trying to do things that are very like in right now, like that people are talking about. Okay, so hang on a second. Heart and Apron said, hey, how about the Lost Dutchman gold? You see, that's something I could talk about too. Lost gold for sure. Treasures lost at sea. Yeah, that's something.
Yeah, actually, Jackie has she just put a video up. She lives in northern Arizona, on the cold side of Arizona.
Yeah.
So she actually has she went to like a haunted kind of town. Very interesting video. It's super educational. I love that video.
Yeah. Did you know today I was watching it's a YouTuber from UK, something Lottie, whatever. It's somebody I met on I think Tuber Chat. I don't know if you go on YouTuber Chat's channel, you meet YouTubers. She does abandoned buildings. She went into like an abandoned it looked like a campsite almost, like an abandoned RV. I don't know what it was.
Oh wow.
And it was a pedophile's like hiding spot. It was like it was bad. Like I saw the stuff there. It was really bad. But I couldn't believe, like, apparently the police went in there and they took stuff out, and I don't know, apparently people could access it. It's in the UK, whatever. There was like albums. I'm not going to talk about it. It's disgusting, but like you could just imagine what a pedophile's little thing looks like,
Wow.
It's crazy. But yeah, yes, Jack's video was amazing. Okay, I definitely have to check that out. I know there was the Phoenix Lights. That's something I should talk about, Jessica, right? Did you hear about the Phoenix Lights?
No.
You've never heard about the Phoenix Lights? You're from Arizona. Okay, well, I think it happened in the 90s. There was like a bunch of lights, like rectangular lights in the sky. I don't know if you ever saw it.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
I'm going to talk about it one day for sure.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
But I talked about a lot of stuff. I talked about Area 52. Is it Area 52? Area 51? Area 51, sorry. Area 51. Time travel, to me, is so fascinating. It's like, is there another dimension? Do we have a doppelganger? Like stuff like that. It's just, I love like those thinking of those type of things. It's just great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tommy said UFO. That's right. So guys, thank you very much for coming. If you're not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Jessica Myrose's channel. Follow us on Instagram at the Ange TV Show and at myrose.nature. Right, Jessica?
Yes.
No problem. Thank you guys for coming. You guys were amazing.
Much,
Apron said, people go searching for the Lost Dutchman gold every year. It has a long history that ties back into the Hopi people. Wow. Okay, I definitely need to go check that out. You're really inspiring me now. Jack, she's an amazing mystery animator. Okay, interesting. Now we definitely have to talk for sure. Maybe she could be like one of my producers, like, because I kind of need someone on the mystery side to kind of give me ideas, So
let's connect.
Hurt said, if you do the Phoenix Lights, you should get the guy from Fire in the Sky. He lives in Arizona. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay, definitely have to do an investigation. When I do my episodes, I always investigate, guys. Like I go through everything. I try and find all the pictures, different sides of the stories, because people will, like, let's say you put your video in a group of people that are part of that thing, like Phoenix Lights, whatever. They're gonna like say like, oh no, that's not correct. Like especially on Facebook, So you really have to do your research about that. All right, guys. Me and Jessica are taking off. Guys, stay tuned for a new episode of The Unknown. Much more content to come. Next week, we have Gabriel Bernardo. He's going to be coming. We have a new band called Yesterday's Fate from Canada. They're going to be amazing. Then we also have a TikToker, and she's also a podcaster. Her name is Maria Tsabucos. So amazing stuff coming, guys. And that's all on the Ange TV. Guys, me and Jessica are signing out now. Take care, guys. Ciao. Ciao, guys. Ciao.